Nigga, that's the topic for the day. Wait, that's the topic for the day. Let's go. Forget all the drama, it's time to get paid. For pop with the words, man, I ain't talking shade. Forget all the haters who's throwing the shade. Don't matter to us, cause we chillin' by palm trees. My team, we stay packing like armies. None of these fools can harm me. Man, get off the stem and you're boring. The more that you talk, man, I'm snoring. Yeah, coming with action while getting these facts. And the team is advancing while teaching the masses. Don't sleep in the classes while making these classics. We always stay maxing.
So it's your boy KashCutProductions. I'm live in the tone with L.I.T Galaxy. What's good, bro?
What's happening, bro? Yeah, man. L.I.T Galaxy 214 represents Supreme Innovation and Heartbreak Records. And yeah, man, we here.
What's up, man? Go ahead and give yourself a better introduction. Let them niggas know how you coming.
Oh shoot, man, coming. I'll say strong. You know what I mean? And just in whatever. I don't really be talking shit too much. You know what I'm saying? I keep it humble a good amount of the times, but you know what I mean. I know our skill, how we come in, and just the way we structure everything. I know it's definitely better than most. So yeah, most definitely, man.
So Supreme Innovation, you got that going on with Apollo Black. It's just y'all, right?
Yeah. As far as Supreme Innovation, is just me and him, and through the process, that's when we end up meeting the homie Andy, which is the CEO of Heartbreak Records, and yeah, now we here. You know what I mean? It basically, definitely meeting up with him gave a lot of leeway for us, cause as for the starting, it's always been us just doing everything ourselves as far as mixing, mastering, recording, and definitely assisted us and got a lot off our shoulders to know that we have more of a backing than we do when it was just us.
Whose idea was it to come together? Were y'all already fucking with each other, or it was just random? You hit him up one day and was like, "Hey, bro, you rap? Hey, let's." Supreme Innovation?
Yeah. We're kind of already fucking with each other before that. We're doing our own thing. He had multiple groups that he was in, and then it was definitely the same for me too. So as we're grinding throughout the city, we always see each other's at shows. And so once he hit me up and was just I think we were just talking through Messenger on the cool, and just cause I was a big fan of all of his work, and so we would just link up from time to time. I'll go support him at his shows, and then we finally linked up to do a song. And then a year later, or maybe a few months later, around 2017, that's when they just saw it was him and the homie Charwells, and they were Supreme Innovation at first. And they were just liking the way that I was grinding, because I really just wanted this ever since I started. So decided to hook up with them, and then just been Supreme Innovation ever since.
So explain Supreme Innovation for those that don't know what that means.
Yeah, for those who don't know, it's just innovating in anything that you do. You know what I mean? That's why we're making it a movement, because we're just innovative and just always thinking bigger, always seeing the bigger vision, and so if that's something that you do in anything, then you can definitely relate.
All right, bro, so take us back. When did it first start for you, music?
I was 13. I was with my uncle, and he was just recording, and I was just man, I feel like I could do that a little better. Let me write something, or let me try to lay something down. And then so I did that, which it was pretty cool. But then as did a little bit more, and I tried to do more by myself. I didn't like what I was doing or what I was talking about, so I just stopped. And then once I hit 17, I got influenced by my homie L.I.T, and he just the way he would come up with bars and what he would say was just crazy. And so it got me inspired to do it again. And then showing it to other people, and they were liking what I was doing, so it really inspired me to get serious about it and continue it.
And you mentioned your uncle was rapping. Was he pushing it onto you, or?
They didn't really push it onto me.
I was just really influencing you or anything like that. Did he go anywhere with it?
As influence? What you mean?
Did he push you? Did he make you want to rap?
Let's see. Not there was I can't even lie. I can't front a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? My uncle, he had good songs, but not all of his work always I didn't always dig everything that he did, but there's always those songs where I was just like, oh, this one nice right here. You know what I mean?
Were you ever telling him like, hey, this ain't it?
On the cool, not really, you know what I'm saying? And then especially since like around that time, I didn't know too much about music. So I couldn't really like give an input on like, oh, how this should be, how this, you know, I just know as far as like rhythm wise and everything, like I know everything could have been better. And so, but other than that though, that was basically that. But seeing them in the process doing that, it did make me want to be like, yo, let me hop on this. I feel like I can add my flavor to it.
And you said seeing them, so it was more than your uncle just rapping in the family? Making music?
It was, yeah, my cousins will be there too. So there'll be a moment of time. My uncle, what was cool about it, like he did try to get majority of the family involved, you know what I'm saying? Especially if he wanted to do it. It wasn't more of like a forced thing, but like if he heard something, he would try to get everyone involved.
So who'd you come up listening to?
Let's see. I came up listening to a lot of people, man, especially like during younger, introduced to a whole world of everything, especially my brother and my sister. It will be from like hella rap to next thing you know, we switching into the neo soul. And so like my brother used to bump like Wayne, would download all the new music like from Wayne each time he dropped, all the unreleased stuff and all that. And then from Boozy, Gucci, and then my sister would be bumping some Music Soul Child or some Amanda Perez. I'll say it's a variety of stuff that I started listening to. Then I just got into my own and started bumping old school people like Bone Thugs, and it's a lot, man.
So hearing your music, you kind of got like a boom bap type style, you know, some of your old shit. Were you influenced by that era?
Yeah, definitely. Like it basically, I love the way like they're just so raw with it. And like in the 90s time and authentic, like, and then there was also substance, and you felt pain whenever they would say something. Nowadays you don't really feel that same pain. I mean, I feel like it is going back to that element, but a lot of people still don't really not really saying anything on the track no more.
Everything is just random ass lyrics.
Yeah, like you gotta
like
really search, you know what I mean? Like I guess that's the beautiful thing about the internet now, is because like now you can find those people that are out there. But like
I feel like most of those type of people are underground though.
Definitely.
Like, it's crazy that they'll probably never get to the mainstream, you know, the shit that we hear on the radio, the bullshit, you know, the shit like that.
Yeah, but some people may actually want it like that too, because like sometimes the fame ain't always what it tends to be. You know what I mean? Because as watching it, like seeing famous people commit suicide or do something to like hurt themselves to get there, you know what I mean? It may not be all like how they paint it to be. You know what I mean? You can have all this money, but it's just like if you're not appreciating it, then like.
I feel like the hip hop industry right now is more, you know, show over talent.
Yeah,
You feel me?
most definitely. And so, and then the way they market it, it's definitely tripping, man. Like, I'm not sure what's the exact, like I'm sure the motive of what they trying to do as far as like everyone else and how they're interpreting it. Yup, it's just all a money thing, man. And so people be doing the most, bro. Like, yeah, I'm not even gonna get into that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't deserve that attention.
All right, so Lit Galaxy, like, where'd you come up with that?
Lit Galaxy, at first it was mostly just L.I.T, Lit. It's for legend and teaching, in which I still just go for other people. As I get introduced, I'll be like, oh yeah, it's lit, bro, you know what I mean? But mostly the Lit Galaxy 2 and 4, it was mostly so when it comes to my music, everyone can find it right off rip, you know what I mean? Because everyone lit nowadays, supposedly, or there's so much topic on the word, there's so much going on within it, so I just went ahead and said, fuck it, I'm gonna just use my IG username.
And you spell it L.I.T, why?
Yeah, L.I, yeah, .T, my bad.
How come?
Yeah, the abbreviation, or not the abbreviation, but the acronym. There we go. And yeah, just legend in teaching. Where it just mostly come from was feeling like kind of putting it out there that I'm already a legend, but I'm also still learning from the greats as well. For the forefathers that put everything down, regardless if it was music or not.
Mm-hmm. Do you think more people know you for L.I.T. as L.I.T. or Supreme Innovation? Like, do you think they know you more as part of Supreme Innovation or L.I.T.?
It can be either or, honestly. Hold on, let me make sure it's on. Okay, it did come back. But no, it can be either or, because I know some people see me around and it's mostly a Supreme Innovation set. Some people already knew me from school and just grinding, and so I've gotten both. So.
Mm-hmm. And you be around a lot. I see you at a lot of shows and shit. Like, what's your views on the music scene?
Like, just how it is in general? Yeah. Let's see. It can be a mix, cause like I'm also surrounded by great, dope artists around the city, and we like a good amount of times without trying to, we end up just clicking up and just hanging out on some cool shit, really. And then also got people too, I guess, I don't know, they feel some type of way on, which I do know words are powerful too, so I probably like said something in my lyrics to where like I probably offended somebody, but I never know, you know what I mean? And then some people just keep it low key. Some people don't even like, it'll be, I guess, fake love, because there's also that too. And so it'll be that I don't pay it too much attention, but like it's crazy, honestly. Just for a local scene, it's weird.
Yeah, when you're out doing shows and shit, is it always a good experience when you're networking with people, or sometimes it's a bad vibe?
Majority of the times it'd be a good experience. I haven't really, cause we cool as fuck, honestly. So like I feel like we're able to get along with everyone, any crosses of life, don't matter where they from. And so, and then since we're like, even though we be antisocial and don't really socialize with a lot, we still people persons, you know what I'm saying? We still able to talk to everyone and be cool.
Mm-hmm. Where do you think the city's at right now with the music?
There's a lot of good music definitely coming from the city. And like, I think it's gonna be soon to where it's like, someone's bound to pop off, you know what I'm saying? There's too much talent here that I can just name off that, like who really hustling, who really grinding, who really wants it. And I've been seeing the growth, how it's been from starting to where it is now. And I can definitely say more people are coming together than how it was then, because when we came in, or at least for me, when I came in, nobody was really trying to work with anybody or even give them the shot to be like, hey, yo, I'm throwing this show, come hop on this stage, you know what I'm saying? Now it's not too much of that.
So Supreme Innovation, are y'all looking to add anybody to the team?
All depends on what they're able to bring, honestly, because a good amount of stuff we can already do on our own, or we already got people for that. As far as we got Apollo on the production, and then Nice with it, and then we also got the Heartbreak Squad that helps us out with a lot too. And then I'll also be doing the cover art for us. So it's just mostly what they're able to bring to the table and how serious they are about it, because a lot of people claim they're this, they claim they're for that, but next thing you know, you don't see them around. You don't see their I guess you don't see their drive for it. So
So before music, what was your goals?
My goals, before music, I was boxing, and so like that was something that I was really serious about at a point in time. And then I was also dancing too, but like I didn't really take it like, oh yeah, I'm about to be my best dancer in the world. I was just like doing it because I enjoyed it. And the boxing, my dad kind of put that on me at a very early age. So
what kind of dancing?
Oh, it was mostly like popping and shit. I think the most thing I was really focused on was boxing. I was really taking boxing serious and wanted to become pro in that. because it was just something that I loved to do at that moment in time. But then I don't know, something about the music, I was able to be more myself, and I was able to say things that like I wouldn't have the heart to say in front of somebody. So music really helped me like do that, because when it comes to my problems or feelings or anything, honestly, I don't really talk about it too much.
How long was you boxing?
Boxing, I was boxing for a minute. I'm trying to think, when did I actually start? I think it was like around 9. I was like 9 years old when I actually started.
Any belts, championships, titles, and shit like that?
I didn't get any belts, nah. Like, I can't lie, I did lose a lot of amateur fights, but like yeah, I was actually good at what I do. It's just I didn't really go as hard as I was supposed to, honestly.
So now it's just, you know, full on rap?
Yeah, it's mostly just been the music.
All right. So I mean, obviously you gotta spend a lot to keep up with, you know, rapping and shit. So how much you think you spent so far on music?
Oh man,
You know, trying to get in shows, features, equipment, all type of shit.
Now as far as like, let me see, I'm trying to think, because I know I put, like, as I think about it, I know I put in like hella bread. Just becoming of the love of it, I never really like paid attention to expenses. So if I had to guess, this is just a rough estimate. Maybe over the years, maybe like 3 G's. Like overall, cause damn, them times paying for sessions, them times buying equipment. And as far as features, I didn't really meet anybody that was just like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna pay for that feature, because like no one, at least from here, no one really like impressed me that much where I'd just be like, oh yeah, damn, you know what I'm saying. But
you kind of got a different sound too, so it's like not many niggas can hop on the type of beats you hop on.
Yeah,
you know, it's not really like where everybody's making music out here, you know, the hype shit, shit like that. You know, your shit is more like mellow, smooth, like the shit you got playing right now.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I don't know, like when I listen to music, I listen, like, especially nowadays, like before it used to be like, oh, put on a beat and then like rap, but now like I really pay, especially just being with Apollo and hearing him make a beat from scratch, hearing him chop up a sample and just putting everything together. Now I really pay attention to the instruments and everything, how it's used for a beat. So it, like, my mind's a little different now when it comes. Now with his help, like, I feel like I'm just able to get on everything, but the musical part is what really drives me.
And y'all got the studio here to cut down like the studio costs, the recording costs and shit like that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So what's next? I see you do a lot of work with Keanu. Is that like y'all directing?
Yeah. That's the videographer for Supreme Innovation, and yeah, he great too. He making short films. So if nobody hasn't seen his work, Keanu the director, that's the man right there. You know what I'm saying? He's very dope.
All right, bro. So take us back to your first time making a song. What was that experience like?
Oh man, let's see. It was all right. Like the first song in general?
Your first song you recorded and you just finna put out.
Okay, bet. Well, the first song I recorded, I don't think it really got put out like that. I think because it was for my uncle's barbershop, and my uncle was making a song for that. And I stayed on topic, but then I kind of went off, and like, cause he was trying to make it clean or whatever. And so the experience was very cool, cause I actually got to write something, and then I actually got to lay it down, and just seeing how that process worked. I was happy about it at that time. Like it was a very great experience.
And what was the feedback like when you started sharing it to people?
It was actually good. It was good. Like everyone was liking how I sounded and how I actually came on, and so it was pretty cool. At least I got nothing but good responses. I can't really say how genuine it exactly was, cause as I heard it back, I was just like, yeah, this trash. But like everyone seemed to feel it at that time, so it was cool.
And what was next after that?
I was definitely wanted to keep going at that time. I was definitely inspired, but then like how I said earlier, when I laid it down and just heard it all back, I would definitely did not dig it, and like just being a big critic of myself around that time, and just not continuing it. So that's basically what drove it. Like, why not stop?
And I'm just wondering, like, as an artist, I know you probably started on SoundCloud, right?
Yes.
Okay, so so the transition from SoundCloud to Apple Music and Spotify and shit, was it the best decision for you?
I believe so. That's basically because that's where everything's going now. Everything's going digital. So you kind of like got to do that. If you really wanted to make bread off your music and taking your music serious, then you got to start being on all streaming sites. And then especially with the internet now, it's so easy to do it. They make it, everything is basically whatever information you want to learn about as far as PROs, and getting your music everywhere. The internet has it for you. You could definitely figure it out.
All right, so you just dropped a new tape. It's called U27R. Can you explain what that means for us?
The 27R, that was I was just high as hell with the homie Ken Kenny and the homie Apollo, and like he drew something on the window, and like that's what I saw the 27R, and what it represented to me was just living in the moment and appreciating the moment you have with each of your people, because it's definitely hard to do that, especially where everything's going on. It's hard to appreciate your moments and appreciate the positive things that are happening. And so that's what the 27R for. And the U is basically stands for unfinished, meaning it's still not done, still got more things to do and more moments to live.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned like these were the first songs you made with Apollo?
Yeah, a few of the first ones, yeah.
So why'd you take so long to drop them? Why'd you wait till now? First off, my bad. How old are they?
How old are they? I'll say maybe like 2 years. They like 2 years. A few of them. There's also a few of them that are like maybe like a year or some change and stuff like that.
So why'd you wait so long to drop them?
Mostly just getting everything right. It didn't really like, cause even though these specific songs, like they weren't the only things that we were releasing, but they were definitely, first things first, they were original. So that was that. And then yeah, just having to get everything right too, as far as my artist name and getting everything protected, making sure that whoever trying to take it, they can't really take it, and if they do, then you know they're gonna have to face some charges basically. But
all right, so after you put out that tape, did it get the reaction you wanted?
Let's see, it's still going, honestly. As far as reactions, I've been getting good reactions. People been telling me they dig it, you know what I'm saying? Some people didn't actually hear about it until I started posting a little bit more, being like, hey yo, the project's out, you know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. And so but yes, like it got good reactions. Still had to work on just getting more listeners, and then I'm also learning as I go too, so that's also that.
Were you a little like hesitant to put out them songs? Cause I know you were probably like, man, you know, I probably got so much better than that, the quality and shit. So were you hesitant to put out them songs? Definitely.
I was, because like it was definitely a different part of my life. Around that time, I was staying with my peoples, and I was staying with my aunt, and me and my mom, we were sharing a room. And so like, even though I was enjoying everything that was happening, a lot of people couldn't really see themselves in the situations that I was in. And so just trying to deal with that, and then doing my best in this music to make it happen, you know what I mean? It can drag a lot of people down if you're really not meant for it. And so, but we still keep it pushing, and still to right now, you know what I mean? So.
Mm-hmm. Could we see a solo tape from you coming soon?
Yes, most definitely. There's a lot coming soon, especially for me and from the whole squad. And so that's basically all we've been doing, is just working. So now it's just, if anything else comes out, just look for it being better than the next, and being put out there better than just basically topping ourselves each time.
So you were born in San Antonio?
Not originally. I'm originally born in Dallas, Texas.
Okay. So when did you come over here?
I came over here, the first time I came over here was in 2008. And ever since then, we were back and forth from, all right, 2008 to 2009, go back to Dallas. Then maybe like around, be there for 1 year, then come back over here. And that all kept on happening from 2008 to 2013. And then, yeah, just been here ever since.
What was the reason? Just like jobs and shit, or just family?
I was young. I was young when all that was starting to happen. I was probably like I was barely in 6th grade when we first moved over here, and it was multiple situations on the cool, like, and it was mostly like things going around with my mom's, like, so I can't really like get too deep in that. But yeah, it was definitely situations that I was unaware of, and when I did get made aware of, it made sense on how it all happened. And so, but my each time we end up moving back, I was always like, "Hey, I was not trying to do it," because like I found a home in San Antonio, and then at least from my experience, people are more open in San Antonio than they are in Dallas. So I was appreciative of that, and just always wanted to come back.
Mm-hmm. So once you came here, like where did you stay at? You was on the west side?
When I first came here, I was in the Northeast, actually, around Austin Highway.
All right, coming here, like what was life like for you coming here?
It was cool. It was cool as fuck, honestly. Like I enjoyed it, and then especially since like, even though I was kind of like in my own bubble, since I knew how to dance and all this stuff, you know what I mean? Like, wherever the music was at, I was drawn to it. So I end up dancing, doing whatever I do, and then next thing you know, everyone knows me and just being like, "Hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? We got this going on. You know what I'm saying? Come kick it with us." And be like, "All right, bet." And then, so yeah, I made every place I went, I just happened to make friends easily, luckily. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you plan on leaving the city?
Yes. As far as how it's gonna happen, I'm not exactly sure, but I know change has to happen. Like, I know definitely going off the cities, like that's definitely happening as far as like tours or whatever, and definitely planning that out. As far as living, we just gonna have to see how that goes. I kind of go with the flow with it, but like I'm definitely excited for change.
Mm-hmm. And with venues and shit opening back up, are you looking to do more shows in the city?
Yeah. The way shows come up is kind of crazy, because like we don't always be like, "Oh yeah, we trying to do this show, we trying to do this." And more than likely they'll just end up hollering at us and being like, "Hey yo, we got this show going on, you know what I'm saying? We like y'all's energy to be there." And a good amount of the times we're down with it and we are so available, so it always works out.
Mm-hmm. All right, bro. So what's next for you?
Mostly just growing and becoming better and showing really showing my artistry and doing my best to inspire anybody else to do what they want to do too, because it's hard out here. Like, there's so much shit going on, and then I know a lot of people deal with themselves on a daily, because I know it's hard for me. I battle with thoughts every day. So I mostly just want to inspire people to keep on going and also appreciate everything that's around you, because it's so easy to get caught with the little demons that we deal with in our head every day.
All right, bro. So I'm sure people are probably wondering, like, why is your hair so long?
Yeah, it was a crazy thing. The first time I had it long, and I just wanted to try something different, because with straight hair, I feel like I did everything. I had the taper, I had the blowout, I had the booty fade. If you're from Dallas, you know what a booty fade is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that was the first time. Then I cut it off for a dumb reason, and then I ended up reading an article about like how the natives, the reason why they would grow their hair and how it affected a lot, and how it like affected the sixth sense too, and how it would affect relationships. with the people that they had around them. So it really made me want to just grow it back and yeah, just be in tune with my spiritual side, I guess.
Other than music, what do you like to do?
Majority
I see
of
you fuck with like a lot of anime and shit.
Yeah, that'd be my shit, bro. I fuck with a lot. So if I'm not doing music, I'm either doing that. If I'm not watching anime, I'm more than likely reading a book or doing something else with my time, trying to like actually making sure that my time is spent wisely.
How do you manage to stay in your lane of music?
Just letting other people inspire me, but also know what I'm bringing and what I'm reminding myself why I joined this, why I decided to do this. Because a lot of times as you get into this, you lose your focus and you like next thing you know, you're not even doing it the reason that you started it for. And so that helps me a lot on just making sure like I remember what I'm doing this for, who I'm doing it for, and I think that's basically it.
Was there ever a time where you felt like the rap shit was not going anywhere and you were on the verge of giving up?
Man, I can't lie. I kind of battle those thoughts on the daily, but I definitely pushed forward, especially with how much I invested, and then, like I said earlier, just being inspired from others too. And when they were doing it, the most thing they'll say, yo, like the thing that kept them was them still going. Like examples like Nipsey Hussle and Russ and everyone, like just seeing their story, how they came up, definitely inspires me to do what I'm supposed to do.
So where can we contact you at?
You can contact me on basically on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Lit Galaxy 214, and then also same thing for the squad. Not the same thing, but Supreme Innovation 210. That's how you can basically find all of our stuff. And same for Heartbreak Records, heart_break_records.
Any last things you want to say to the people?
Shoot, whatever you do, and if you love it, just keep doing what you do, you know what I mean? And it doesn't feel like work if, you know what I'm saying, if you enjoy what you do, so yeah.
Before the day, look, let's manifest these dreams. Ain't the knowledge getting paid? But since we gotta teach, what's the topic anyway? Wait, I believe that's the topic for the day. Wait, that's the topic for the day. Let's go.